What's up, everyone? Game Master 468 bringing you the next part in my Wallace Gromit Fright of the Bumblebees a walkthrough. From last time, we just got the protein bar. What's next?
Now then, which ingredients am I still missing? Energides and strongium. My task is 33.33% complete.
Alrighty. And you want to know where you can get that energizer fluid? Well, it's actually from the Sniffer 3000. Remember, we got the remote for it, and it was in the it was that robot rat that destroyed the shop in that intro cutscene. We actually need to free that from jail and get its battery. Alright, let's go to town for the very first time in this walkthrough. Here we go. Outside to town. And it's just gonna hang on the same screen for a bit because it has to load the city. And voila, here we are in town. If you talk to Mr. Paneer, he's gonna give you something that you
Mr.
don't
Wallace.
need to get,
Mr.
but you
Wallace,
can.
I've got something for you.
Much obliged.
Alright. This is actually a teleporter map. Let me show you. If you can go to the house, West Wallaby Street, which is the front yard, and the town, which we're in now. Let me show you. If you click on, let's say, the home, with Wallace's magical teleporting powers, poof! We're automatically at the house. Or, if you want him to magically go to the front yard, poof! We're automatically at the front yard. And finally, if you want to go to the town, no, that's not what you wanted to do. Poof! We're at the town. Alright.
Have you brought it, Mr. Wallace?
And for that robot rat that I was explaining earlier, this is why we need the cheese and that remote. And we also need this cheese right over here.
That looks like... Can it really be cheese?
Indeed it is, Wallace. Very favorite.
And am I to take it that these are...
Yes, free samples. Go on, duck in.
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Paneer. One for now. And one for later.
Awesome! We just got some cheese. What do we need this cheese for?
Don't forget, Mr.
Let me
Wallace,
show you.
50 gallons by sunset.
Yeah, I get it, Mr. Paneer. Trippy Talons by Sunset Road. I get it. Okay, so, okay. So let's look in this window and you'll see the robot!
There's Miss Sniffer 3000, banged up like a common criminal. Oh, breaks my heart. That cheese detector's not a bad machine, just a bit overkeen. It's all the energides in its system.
What?
Energides? It seems to me, yes. Energides is one of the ingredients in Rex Armstrong's Quick Grow Muscle formula. I used my last Energide battery to fuel the Sniffer. I'll have to get it back if I want to finish the formula.
Alrighty. Now, if you want to free the robot rat, well, that's a job for the police of the law. Click on this flyer over here. Click on this flyer over here.
I noticed you received my petition for early release of the Sniffer 3000, Constable Dibbins.
Yes, and I notice it's attracted the signatures of just one man and his dog.
We're only appealing for natural justice.
But your blinking cheese detector thingammy destroyed an entire grocery store.
Teething problems. It's still only a prototype.
A prototype? It's a villain, if you ask me. A diabolical device. You can see that in its face.
My machine isn't evil, Constable Dibbins. It's just got a short fuse and a few loose nuts.
We'll see. I'm going to formally interview this glorified tin can of yours, and if it can convince me that it's not a menace to society, then perhaps I'll release it into your custody.
Alrighty then, we got ourselves a plan.
You there, prisoner. Kindly look at me when I'm talking to you.
Alright, look at him, Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot? Look at him.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, listen to the policeman. Just pretend you're having a staring contest. Come on. Hello? Come on.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. Cheeky blighter.
What? No! Wait!
We've had our little chat.
And
I'm afraid there's no talking to your sniffer. Hardwired for criminality, I'd say.
Now, you're probably wondering how we solved this puzzle. This is why we need the cheeses. We actually need to use these cheeses to our advantage. Since the robot is designed to sniff out cheeses, this is why we need the remote, so we can get the robot to detect these different cheeses, but make the police think that he's doing the things he's commanding him to do. Like, for example, he wanted the robot to look at him. By the way, this guy's name is Constable Dibbins. So, we need to get cheese somewhere on him so the robot can look at him. So, the way we do that is we need to click on his hat.
must be awfully hot under that helmet, I reckon. A sunny day like today.
It's a trifle sweltering, yes. But danger and discomfort are all in the line of duty for an officer of the law, though most folk don't appreciate it.
And now he has his hat there, we take some cheese, like this Wensleydale over here, and chuck it in his hat, like this. And another place you need to throw cheese is in his cell.
The Sniffer 3000 wasn't cut out for prison life.
Okay. And let's take this cheese and you want to throw it. You want to throw it under the bed. Alright. And now, let's try this one more time.
Can you see fit to grant my appeal, Constable Dibbins?
Not on your Nelly. That heap of nuts and bolts is now but trouble. Couldn't give me a single straight answer when I tried to interrogate it.
It only responds to certain commands. I know, I programmed it. Perhaps you could try a gentler approach?
Well, I'll have another chat with it. More friendly-like.
Alrighty.
Oh, yes. Oh, much obliged, Constable Dibbins.
I ain't promising nothing, mind. Time we had a little chat. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Alright. Now since he wants the robot to look at him, we need to get the robot to detect the cheese that's in his hat. We threw Wensleydale cheese in his hat, so set
Look
it
at
to
me when I'm talking to you.
So set it to Wensleydale.
That's more like it. Now you've had time to think, what can you tell me about what happened yesterday? Feel bad about what you did, do you?
Now we threw Gorgonzola under the bed, so set it to Gorgonzola. And he asked if he felt bad. Watch this. This just shows how dumb he is. Okay, it's making a squeaky noise, but he mistakes it for this.
He's weeping. Maybe this contraption's got feelings after all. Now, I want a truthful answer. If I release you from custody, Will you do it again?
And for this one, you simply need to set for the last cheese that's on the list. There is no Rotterdam. I don't want to say that last bit, but yeah. There is no of that cheese.
Will you do it again?
There's no of that cheese there, but when you set to a cheese that he can't detect, the robot will simply do this. So he's shaking his head to that question.
Well, I'll be darned.
And now he's
The
free.
prisoner has been interviewed,
Yes?
and having exhibited signs of repentance, I am prepared to release him into your protective custody, provided, Wallace, you give me an assurance that you'll keep your blinking eye on him. Or it. Or whatever he answers to.
Oh!
Oh, I'll keep an eye on him, Constable Dibbins. You have my word on that.
And now we just got the energizer fluid. Alright, so in the next video, we're gonna get the last thing that's on our list.